always ready.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfyre Gaming. I am Sir Joseph and this is Warhammer 40k Rouge Trader. We are still on Kiava Gamma, clearing out the Manufactorum. We have explored everything except for this little bit right here. This is where the one of the main bad guys is. I don't know if it is the main bad guy, but it is at least one of the main bad guys. You can tell that Ignatius is intoxicated. That was from getting the data cache. Whoops, that's not the right spot to go. Oh, it is the right spot. That is from getting the data cache out of that one room. I've tried to remove it with like medkits, and I used Cassia's ability to remove negatives, and none of that worked. So we're just going to deal with it until it goes away. Alright, so, wow, there's a lot. Oh, and there's a Forge Fiend here too. This is brutal. We got a Forge Fiend, we've got this guy. A Technomad, a Technomad, a Technomad, a Technomad, Technomad, just a bunch of Technomats. Upon noticing you, Cubus Delphim straightens. You hear the clanging and groaning of metal as if the pistons and bearings in the fabricator sensor's augmented body have fused together. Repellent scrapes and screeches punctuate his speech. You, the probability of navigating your way, of reaching the inner line, was negligible. The primordial truth guards me and my work. Then, why is it that this variable has yet to be eliminated? Let's see, because the schemes of the ruinous powers are powerless against the servants of the God Emperor, who are guided by his light. A gross misconception common among primitive minds. Your existence is but a statistical error that will soon be corrected. I saw the strange constructs on the lines of the Manufactorum. What mad machines are you creating here? Right there. That guy right there. The Forge Fiend. That's what he's creating. Steel creations destined to serve the designs of truth. Did you see the elegance of their form? The flawless ergonomics? And those are mere shells. True perfection fills them when they are instilled with the spark of life and granted purpose, to bring their wrath upon the heads of apostates. Once this army is assembled, but why waste words? You will see for yourself a modicum of the splendor that is in store for the Kronos expanse. The fabricator sensor straightens his back and shoulders. You hear a mounting hum as if from some powerful turbines, followed by heavy footsteps and grinding of metal against metal. Another Forge Fiend. Great. Well, they kill 2 of those guys? I guess that's... The fabricator sensor lets out a Heirix trill. Witness the weapon designed to carry the glory of the true gods into the darkness of the Cronus expanse. My shepherd has sent me one of his iron angels, so that its very presence may instill faith and awe in the hearts of his flock. Accept the greatness of the primordial truth, united with the might of the new Kiava Gamma, and perish. For the Imperium! For the God Emperor! Accept this new sacrifice, sacred truth.
Take the knee.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be rough. I know I've said that before, but oh my gosh. 370. Well, this one's weaker than this one. 190, 285. These guys are at 46. Might be worth trying to take them down first. Alright, let's look at this here. 40 armor, only 9% dodge. Engine jaws, exactoplasma, manifestation. Whenever the demon enters combat, each party member suffers 1 times demon's willpower bonus momentum. Whenever the demon dies, each party member gains 30 momentum. Start of each of the demon's turn, all creatures around it must pass willpower or suffer horrors of the war. Immune to perils of the warp, immune to toxin. Alright, that's bad. Demonic regeneration. Regenerates the wounds of allied demonic creatures. Awesome, that's not good. Okay, eject the flesh. Eject the flesh. Plus 6 deflection, plus 60 armor. Holy smokes. For 1 turn, this creature increases armor by 10% for every instance of damage it suffers. Jeebidus. Responds to all incoming attacks within a 1-cell radius. This guy is badass. He's got 60 armor. Alright, let's find places to start here. Guess we'll put Ignatius here. Argenta. She can go there. Haskell, you can go there. Boy, there's not much cover here. Let's put you over here. You can go there. Yeah, I guess you're Liet, you can go there. So we're going to use this. Normally we use it to buff ourselves. We're going to use this to debuff the enemy. So we can't do damage to them. We can do damage to him. We can almost kill these guys outright. Go ahead and use it on him. Yep, there goes his armor up to 70. Then we're going to put this on this guy. And shoot him with a plasma blast. These little guys are easier to kill, and they reduce the... Alright, so we need this. They reduce the damage, or the damage output that's coming our way, so... There's that. And we'll give Yurlia that. Alright, let's work on this big thing. Go ahead and lower its armor.
This tedium is beneath me.
Alright. We got the 95%. We don't need to do that. Let's bring this online.
If it serves your cause. I am not your Xenos pet, monster.
Nice shot. And then we'll go
If I must.
invisible. And we'll put the free shot.
I understand.
Put it on him.
your intent.
Yeah, let's do this.
Get me a target. Naturally. I won't object to it. But of course, Lord Captain. Nothing stands against me. I won't object to it.
Okay, lowering the chaff. Hey, you missed. That's good. Our cover is gone. That's bad.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Nice shooting. We got this guy down pretty far. That's good. Yep, let's sit her. Ignatius, we're gonna back up one step.
Never wavered in the face of adversity. Suits
Bring
my
up this
purposes.
buff.
Not a
Charge.
problem for me.
5 points of damage. I'm gonna keep this set maybe. Let's go ahead and swing. 4 points of damage, and we're gonna put this defense buff on. Ugh. These forge fiends are nasty. Alright, Cassia. So you can't charge there, so putting it on him would be pointless. Let's give it to Pascal. Can't give it to Pascal. 7 cells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's within 7 cells.
Be careful
one
not
over.
to cross my gaze.
Why can I not?
If only that were possible.
Too far. It's not too far.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet. I'm not accustomed accustomed to being ordered around.
Worth a try.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Fuck Ignatius. Now let's go ahead and hit this guy.
Pardon me, Lord Captain.
Take a little bit of damage, but that's okay. Alright, let's shock him again. Armor's 150%. Holy smokes, that's insane. Now it's 136%. We have weakened it down. Alright, so we've activated superpowers. I think we're going to give Yurliet the superpower.
I hear you moving, no more.
Alright, that one is gone. Start working on this guy. 136.
If it serves your cause.
$134. I dropped 2%. That's not good.
This
Bring this
tedium
on.
is beneath me.
Six points of damage. Holy smokes, this guy's gonna take forever
I
at this
am
stage.
not your Xenos pet, Monk. No weakness is hidden from my
Did
sight.
20, that's good. One to two. Start on this guy.
Creatures! I understand your intent.
Alright. And we'll do a free shot on
If I must.
that guy.
For the
We get our
throne.
defense up again.
I won't
Charge this
reject
guy.
it. Naturally.
Rage.
But of course, be gone.
Finish him off. Alright, she will jack up him immensely, so we don't want to do that. So we're going to come over here. And start working on this guy.
Faith without
This.
deeds is worthless.
Give me another shot. He does great damage.
As the Emperor
Load.
commands, I act. I'll do it.
Go ahead and get the momentum up a little bit. Ooh, it's enough to get a superpower. Oh, we can give it to Ignatius, maybe? You know what? Let's just give it to her.
I am his will made manifest.
As the Emperor commands. That is for the weak, my Emperor.
She is tearing this thing
As the
apart.
Emperor commands. I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. Faith without deed. This is why I was chosen.
She is awesome. Okay, let's bring you
I
back to
shall
here.
not fear.
Power. Charge. Reckless attack. Chop. Wearing him down.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Ignatius an attack. So this gives us armor penetration, so we're going to do it.
You'll regret this.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Psychic attacks do great.
Is this your captain? If I may.
Buff Ignatius. What's his armor at now? 94. It's gone down. Nice. Let's lower it a little bit more. Hit it with this again. I mean, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it also reduces his attacks and such.
If it serves your cause.
Reduce his armor some.
Xenos pet monkey.
This should be the end of this guy. Again, this went far better than I was expecting it to go. Well, 6
If
to
it serves
6.
your cause. Fortune favors the
19. He's
swift.
got 2 hit points left. Yeah, use it just in case, so it doesn't hurt anything to use it.
The Emperor is on our side.
Charge to get close enough, so let's
see
put
to
this.
I won't
Charge
reject it.
here.
Let's see
Reckless
to it.
strike. Sword away.
I'm done with this one.
Fabricator is dead.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
One additional
Power
combat.
resides in the will
Attack
of the righteous.
0. That was far easier than I thought it was going to be. I was expecting a nasty fight. I mean, the fabricator sensor was tough. Alright, what do we got here? Mars pattern chain axe. We don't need another one. Mars pattern las guns. We don't need those. What's this guy here? Heart of the Nameless. Item increases the wearer's lore Xenos by 10. If the wearer has Iconoclast adherent, it increases all skills by 10. That's a good thing.
Follow my lead.
Okay, so make sure there's nothing in here that we can't find. Doesn't look like there's anything hidden in here. Alright, let's look at that item here, see who we can give this to. Alright. So we've already got the plus 10 to all skills. So she's dogmatic, 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 nothing. Alright, I think Abelard is Iconoclast. So we'll save that little trinket for Abelard. Oh, that's it. Turn to the void ship. All right, let's go to the void ship. Heirix gestures for your attention. Stop, Ignatius. Before we go further, I must investigate this level of the Manufactorum. We have not yet examined this area sufficiently thoroughly for the purposes of my mission. Alright, let's go back and check everything again. Let's go. We should hurry, considering everything that's going on in the Manufactorum. Alright, what are we... where did we miss? I think we got everything. Alright, let's just kind of wander around.
None shall stand in my way.
I mean, we've explored much of this area, or all of this area. Here again. We're not going to go into the drunk room.
It's about time.
Alright, there's nothing there. Just gonna kind of run through every little bit, see if there was a hidden thing that we missed.
Victory awaits.
Still not seeing anything. The refuge broke. Okay, we already knew that. Alright, so we've gone through this. So let's do this section now.
A new challenge for me.
Did that. I think that is a glitch.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Let's do this little tad bit here. So we can climb up here. This way we don't have to go through
Excellence
the...
matters.
through this little bit. I don't think that matters, but... because we're not getting anything from these.
None shall stand in my way.
Can't go out there. So athletics brings us down here. Nothing up here.
It's about time. I rise to the occasion.
Deal with the disputed shipments from Kiev Gamma. Foxmaster's waiting report. Acquired data is enough to suggest a theory that the crucial role of the Cogitator in the cult's plan would be wise to find the machine immediately and conduct a thorough analysis. So that's what we're trying to find there.
Follow my lead.
Is it this one? I mean, this one's the one that's got the Zinch stuff on it, if I remember correctly. But we can't interact with it.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Okay, this is where we were at earlier. Okay. Not that. Let's go down this way.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Maybe it's this little tidbit here. We're missing something that goes in there. Because that does light up, and it really makes me want to do something with it.
None shall stand in my way.
getting us nowhere so far. Alright.
Victory awaits!
So we'll come across, we'll check this area, and then back up here, and we'll check this. If we don't find anything, we're going to the ship. And deal with it later. That leads straight to there, and this leads up this way. Let's go back up this way, see if there's something we activated that lets us do something here. There we go. Evidently there was. Because we came there before and there was nothing there. The screen of this Cogitator shows a scrolling line of repeated technolinga. Staring at the obscure symbols gives you a headache.
It's about time.
That is disgusting. Numerous wires and pipes run to the filthy cages, which are filled with what looks like a conglomeration of human bodies. You cannot make out who is in the cage, but bright blue sparks flash intermittently in the darkness, while the mass of flesh twitches and shudders. Heirix casts a scrutinizing eye over one of the cages before withdrawing his weapon and approaching to examine what lies inside. Careful, Heirix. Look at it. Heirix gestures you towards the cage closest to you. Through the metal bars, you see it truly is a pile of human bodies, or something that used to be. The monstrous, deformed bodies have fused together in places, while others are severed using saws and knives, leaving wounds seeping with pus and slime. Wounds that are agulating and spouting tendons. Rods connected to wires that run to a nearby Cogitator bristle across the flesh. One of the human heads turns to you. Mercy! Even attempting to speak causes the mutant pain, but he bears the agony and forces out the words, "Mercy! Make it stop!" Don't study it. You examine the pulsating mass of flesh. The creature in the cage seems to be comprised of several bodies joined together. You see no sutures or any other means by which the separate body parts could have been connected. Among the layers of meat, you can discern large knots of muscles, various limbs, exposed bones, parts of faces, and entire heads. Only warp sorcery is capable of creating such an abomination while preserving its ability to live on. Who are you? Foreman, from Sector Heirix, Mercy! The mutant falls silent for a few moments, but then his voice comes back stronger. Foreman from Boiler 3, we're from the lower levels. The final words are droned out by a moan. Heirix takes in his surroundings and once again flexes his attention to the contents of the nearest cage. I'm beginning to have some idea. The Lex Mechanic mentioned the inhabitants of the lower levels who had been imprisoned in their homes. He said some of them were brought here. The cultists did something to these poor people in their own home, and now they're studying the results. The Lex Mechanic talked about some kind of slag waste disposal and chaos symbols on machines. What are the arch enemy's minions doing to the people of the lower levels? To know the workings of dark sorcery means allowing corruption into oneself, Heirix scowls. These are warp mutations, no doubt. Perhaps there was some side effect, and that is why they were brought here, to be connected to sensors and cogitators. Even fallen tech priests who have rejected the Omnici are driven by a perverted knowledge of hunger. Why are they hooked up to cogitators? Heirix carefully studies the screens of the corrupting machines. Lingua Technis, corrupted by scrap code, I'm sure. It's unlikely we will be able to extract anything of value from their data crypts. Thinking, Heirix clenches his fist and bites down on a knuckle, and then recoils when a mutant from the nearest cage reaches a hand out to him through the bars. You! A female voice watches you from within the gloom of the cage. Even though half of her head has been turned into a mess of bones and lupin growths, her single eye looks at you with a surprising amount of intelligence. You promised us. Her words are echoed by other voices in the depths of the cage. Heirix leans towards the cage, but at sufficient distance to ensure that the mutant cannot reach him. Who are you talking to? What did they promise you? Who are they? You took us from the inferno. You promised us a reward. You. Her face contorts into a grimace, and the creature's lips stick together like melted wax. I'll be damned. They can still speak. They remember the people who did this to them. Heirix balls his fists in powerless rage. Then he frowns in thought. Perhaps a little biomancy will allow us to draw the fragments of knowledge out of them, or it will trigger further changes. Heirix, let this go. You are only prolonging their suffering. Heirix nods. I am inclined to relieve their suffering. Every moment of existence in this state is such a state is pure torture for the people locked in these sheaths. It seems to me your mind is already made up. These people need deliverance from their suffering. Heirix wavers for another moment, and then leans over the Cogitator. Each mutant has cables attached. I may not know the nature of these machines, but it isn't too difficult to increase the voltage. Ah, the switch here. You hear the crackle of electricity. The wires glow with blue sparks, and the creatures locked in the cage drop lifelessly to the floor. The sharp tang of burnt meat hangs in the air. That's that then. But do you know what bothers me, Rogue Trader? The number of people here. There are too few. The lower levels of similar manufactorums are inhabited by millions. What happened to the rest of them? Heirix shakes his head. I know I won't like the answer. Let's go. We still haven't done what we've come here to do.
A new challenge for me.
So it looks like all of these are now motionless. I think that got all of them. Screen out, same thing. Screen, same thing. Screen on the Cogitator, headache, yep, all the same.
This place is steeped in
Door.
corruption, which means that it must be cleansed with fire down to the last crevice.
Sister, claim your fervor. Your zeal is laudable, but first I must ascertain the intentions of the archenemy, not crush his manifestations without a second thought.
Alright, let's open the door. Does not appear to be anybody here. That does not mean we're not going to get a visitor.
I won't tolerate.
Before we do this, let's check out the surrounding area, see if there's anything hidden and of use. Cassie's amazing observation skills. There is not. The data vault. The massive Cogitator grows out of the metal bulkheads like a grotesque tumor. A hollow roar sounds from deep within the metal housing. Whatever spurred the corruption into action, it has enough power to supply a small command center. As soon as your eyes fall from the Cogitator, you feel a tingling in your temples. Every nook, every component of the machine radiates a sense of wrongness. One that is difficult to explain, but no less palpable for that. It is as though the construct itself defies the laws of physics and perspective. Heirix makes a warning gesture. His voice, ringing slightly with tension, is threaded with disquiet. Stop, Ignatius. This is a creation of the arch-enemy. Don't go near it. You have done enough for me and my mission. Don't put yourself at risk now. So Heirix is going to do it, okay? As soon as Heirix takes another step towards the Cogitator, it emits a deafening screech, like hundreds of metal needles driving through toughened glass, as though sensing the stranger. Wow, I can't read today. Wincing, Heirix approaches the control panel and bends down towards the screens. Despite the heat clogging the room, you feel an ice-cold breeze. Heirix is clearly using his psyker abilities to try to fend off the pernicious effects of the Chaos artifact. The Omnicized Grace has not touched this object. This mechanism was not desecrated, but born flawed and unnatural. Iron, most profane. Pascal unhurriedly produces a data slate. Initiating observation log. Let not fear stand in the path of knowledge. Purpose Cogitator. Heirix is too engrossed in an examination of the control panel to stop you. You draw closer to the side section of the Cogitator housing, which has several thick cables running from it. With each step toward the flickering screen, you are feeling that the Cogitator is watching you with rapidly blinking eyes grow stronger and stronger. Up close, you see that besides buttons, switches, and toggles, the Cogitator's casing is also covered in strange writing. Study the screens. The Cogitator displays a number of text on the screens. The strange symbols is a senseless mixture of numbers, formula, and unfamiliar characters. There seems to be no logic to it, and yet there is no doubt that the Cogitator is computing calculations on a prodigious scale. We only got a 70% chance there. We're not going to examine the writing. Look at the cables. A bundle of cables is coming from the broken side panel of the Cogitator. They were clearly added after the machine came off the manufactorum's production line. The wires snake along the floor and disappear inside a maintenance hatch that leads to somewhere down below. Do it! Okay, we succeeded. Whew. One glance is enough to tell you that these are chaos runes. Within each lurks the grim threat to mind and soul. You hastily avert your eyes, trying to wipe the foul symbols from your mind. Step back from the Cogitator. You take a step backward, and suddenly one of the Cogitator's screens changes colors, becomes bright yellow. You are helplessly drawn to the bilious hue. Willpower. I think I have willpower. You turn sharply away from the screen, and you can almost feel invisible shackles falling away. The realization comes a moment later. You are not fighting against your own curiosity, but against someone's malevolent will, which has now lost its hold on you. Draw the weapon. We must destroy this machine immediately. Out of the question! Even if we disregard its potential loss of data, it could kill us. Now we're going to cut the power supply. This spawn of chaos has no place on my world. Heirix failed to stop you in time. Your blow sends the torn cables whipping out in every direction, scattering sparks and droplets of noxious scarlet slime.
Showing up uninvited? How improper.
The Screamer of Tzeentch. I think we fought one of these earlier when Idra failed to cast a psychic power. Alright, we're going to put Pascal there. Ignatius can go here. Argenta can go here. Cassia can go there. Heinrich will stay where he's at. Juliet can go there. Alright, so Pascal will start off by buffing us all and well, everybody except for Juliet. 40 armor. This. What's our chance to hit it? 92. Let's go ahead and do this.
Requests approved.
Put that right there. Do with our plasma pistol. Oh god. 103. Nice shot. Nearly it.
This tedium is beneath me.
$95.
If I must, ancestors guide me.
101. We are lower. We've done over 200 damage to it, and it's still got 176. Slowly but surely, we're wearing it down. Should have done this. Sneak. And let's go ahead and do that just in case we need it. Bring another target online. Will this do damage to it? It will.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? I am a navigator,
Heirix,
not a
a little bit of a
servitor.
buff. Pink horrors. Well, that changes things.
My faith shields me.
Heirix can finish that thing off. Let's come over here to save Argenta from this horror.
Suits my purposes. Another
So we are going to be running late because we're in this fight. We are already at our normal quit time.
Nothing I can't do. That was insulting.
Alright, so if we do this. Okay, that's not going to get us what we want. We step to here. There we go. Get some shots going off on everybody.
I'll do it.
Okay, no chance to do the multi-shot and not hit Ignatius. We're not going to do that.
This is why I was chosen.
Ow!
I need a foothold. For the throne's glory. Let's see to it. The Inquisition sends their regards. I won't object to it.
Ow! Alright, Pascal. Let me do my front line. There we go.
My vow is to serve.
So if we hit here, it'll hit everybody, but it'll also hit Heirix, so we don't want to do that.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
This guy we got to get to the Herald. That guy is going to be a pain in the butt. Let's work on some of these guys. Let's see if we get to here.
If it serves your cause. I deal death with my hands.
No, it didn't go into the didn't get the blow through I was hoping for.
Stop trying, monkey.
No line of sight. I don't think we're gonna have any of these that are gonna be alive, so Cassia. Oh yeah, blue horrors. I keep forgetting blue horrors.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
So no, we want to do that. We want to do this.
This tedium is beneath me. No weakness is hidden from my sight.
And then this.
If it serves your cause.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
And let's go ahead and get rid of this last one.
If I may. I know the serfs are painted black.
I mean, I know it brings the blue horrors, but
Not a problem for me. value has been lost. Nothing I can't do. My time is now! All too easy. Suits my plan. Opposing me was your biggest mistake. Already done.
Alright, they're chewing through these guys, thankfully.
Pain cleanses the body. As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. Each stroke is a prayer. In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave. Faith without deeds. As the Emperor commands, eradicated.
She is so brutal.
I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak.
I love Argenta so much. She's amazing. She can even shoot at this guy.
You, my Emperor!
And we've got another superpower built up.
Let's see to it.
Can we charge? Yes, we can.
Naturally. I won't object to it. Let's see to it. Holy terror! Smite your enemies! I'll see our foes obliterated. For the throne, be gone!
Heirix comes closer and stares at you, his eyes gleaming with naked, scorching rage. What have you done? Years of work, agents' lives sacrificed to uncover the cult's secret, and you destroyed it all in one fell swoop. I didn't want anyone else to suffer. Heirix grimaces. I understand the impulse as a fellow human being, but as an interrogator, I can't see any justification for your actions. At any rate, Rouge Trader, the Inquisitor will hear about this in my report. Alright. And with that, having gone over our limit, we're going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. As always, like, subscribe, and comment. I have been Sir Joseph. You guys are amazing. Until next time, stay safe out there. And I'll talk to you later.